Hi everyone, Stefan here. Welcome to stream number 9. Hope you guys are doing well. It's Friday and it's going to be a long weekend, so for Labor Day. So that's a good thing. I guess this time I wanted to do try something a little bit different. Last time, I mean, some time ago, I can't remember who that was, but someone mentioned on the chat. They mentioned Aseprite, this little software, and I said I would have a look at it, which I did, and actually I thought that was quite interesting. So I wanted to see if maybe do a little bit of a live session / review, just to see if it's worth using. I think it might be. There's definitely a few things that make it very interesting, much better suited for pixel art, obviously, than Photoshop. But the question really is it worth switching because of the learning curve and all of that, which doesn't seem too bad. So so we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna do something too complicated artistically or for this, because really I guess the point is to try and get a little more familiar with the tool rather than do something really good with it, at least complex. And if I see that I get used to it and I find my way around, then I think I'll probably try and do like a character or something like this, maybe for the next stream. So yeah, Aseprite. Actually, so I was actually very impressed with this because I don't know who. I think it's a very small team. I think it might be just one guy who actually I feel I should know. Yeah, okay, so lead developer David Capello and Gaspar Capello, programmer. Also, I assume they're two brothers probably who made this. And there's a few other contributors, but mainly two guys, which doesn't surprise me at all, because usually, just like indie game, indie software, it tends to be very tight, very well done, very efficient, not like, you know, big corporations. Usually they're not too good at being efficient. There's a lot of you know, a lot of dead weight, a lot of waste. I think this little piece of software really demonstrates that, how it is to be lean and efficient. So the first thing is really, one thing that I love that they did is I mean, you can change your shortcuts if you want, but one thing that I really like is all the shortcuts so far that I've found, or that I was using, they come straight up from Photoshop. So for me, the switch so far has been very very natural. B is the pen, spacebar to move around. Zoom is similar to Photoshop, and then M for the marquee for selection. Same thing. If you make a selection, and then you want to move this around. It's also pretty similar to Photoshop. Also, you can rotate and scale and all that sort of stuff, just like Photoshop, pretty similar. Several levels of undo, so that's always very handy. And but on top of that, so just that in itself is very good. I think a lot of software, I hate when they try to reinvent the wheel every single time, and every time you have to learn a new piece of software, you have to learn some kind of convoluted way of doing things that really make sense only for the people who have made it, you know. And oftentimes you can tell that those tools, they haven't made by first of all, they're made by consensus or compromise. They try to be a little bit too many things at the same time, and also I think the mic might be a bit too loud. I'm just gonna reduce the gain a bit. Yeah, a lot of big software, they're a bunch of compromise. They try to do too many things at the same time. Obviously, this is not the case. Very simple. Tries to do the best job as doing one thing, and I think most of the time that's the best way of approaching anything. And also, they just use what works, you know. Photoshop is very simple way of dealing with the UI, and people have used Photoshop for a number of years, and it makes sense to take advantage of that. You get some familiarity right off the bat. I think, and you can tell that sometimes software, I hate when they do that, when they try to be different just to be different, which really makes no sense. I think there's a difference between being innovative and being just weird, or just different for the sake of trying to be original at all costs. So this Aseprite so far are really good in that. And sometimes it's even worse. You see software, every time they have a new version, they change a bunch of things around. You can tell that they're not sure how they want to lay out the UI or the workflow, and every time the workflow changes a little bit, and it's a pain. So really, I think this software, I would be surprised if any of this happens in here. And so I tried a few things that I always try when I have a new software, especially a painting software. I try to use the same, pretty much same workflow as I have in Photoshop. I try to import a reference. I try to see if I can if I can have the reference and the art at the same time on screen. I try to see if I can find my ways in layers, do the basic things, move things around, scale, find the basic tools, in that case the pen really, and then I just look at the menus, see if they're organized in a way that I can understand, and if that's the case, then usually that's the rest is pretty easy. And so far it's been great. I wanted to do little items for the game, and so I thought maybe I'll do the red ruby slippers from the Wizard of Oz. So it was a good opportunity to see if I could get a reference in the software, because I didn't know how to have multiple windows, and it was all in a different tab, and and so I just copied that image over and created a new sprite, and it just did a sprite that was exactly the size of the image, which makes a lot of sense. And then I just moved that tab around, and the windows automatically tile in a very nice way. You can have them stacked on top or side by side, which is the easiest for me. So so looking at this way, I think actually I end up having a lot more real estate than I have in Photoshop, especially because this software uses the real Retina screen. I have a MacBook Pro that's about a couple of years old, and it's a Retina screen, so the resolution is pretty high. But I had a Photoshop that was a CS3, and wouldn't use the UI in Retina, so I ended up just wasting a bunch of space on screen. Here I can have the super small, tiny interface, which is enough to read for me. On the stream, it might be a little too small, so if that's a problem, then you guys can tell me. The great thing is that in the preference, they have this that I love, the screen scaling and the UI element scaling. So basically, you can decide that every pixel will be two pixels or 3 times or 4 times as big, but also you can also have the UI having a different size separately, which is really great, because most of the time everything is you know, the UI and the screen scaling, they depend from each other. In that case, they made those two things separate, and that's actually very very good that they did that, in my opinion. So yeah, very good stuff. In terms of the tools, one thing, so a couple of things that I saw, we're gonna just create maybe just a new, gonna be 32 by 32 pixel, transparent RGB. Okay. One thing that I saw that I thought was really good when I looked at the website was they two things. They had this this thing called they call this pixel perfect. So it's funny because I was telling about that, how it's important to try and get really nice a nice flow of pixels. You don't want pixels that are too close, you know, that overlap, or you want to try and have the same number of pixels very even to create a curve. And so it's actually quite important to do that properly. And in Photoshop, the way I did it was I ended up doing, you know, if I wanted to do a curve, I would take color, I would do this, for instance, and then I would go back and then basically you know, fix it by hand like this, you know, to try and get the best. Like, see those pixels, this a bit too thick because they're doubled. So so I would remove them like this. There you go. I wonder if this is yeah, eraser. I wonder if I can have the eraser that's a little smaller. Let's see. Don't know how to change the size of that tool. Option. Well, this is all palette. Left button, all transparent. Shortcut E, right button, place. Okay, doesn't seem to have. Pretty sure there has to be a size for the tool. But one thing that I've noticed, I can use the I thought that was very clever, and I think it probably does the same thing. If I pick transparent and I paint with transparent, then it basically deletes the pixel. So that's really good. So anyway, this I would end up having no choice but you know, fixing this in you know, by hand. But they have something that is really cool. They call this Pixel Perfect, and basically it's a little algorithm that tries to make the best curve possible. So if I do this, you see, no problem there. It's all very well optimized. No double pixels. For the most part, it's pretty clean. There's a nice even flow. There you go. So not much to fix there. It's actually really good. So this is a big deal. I thought that this would probably save me a bunch of time. I like this quite a bit. And there was also another thing that I saw that was absolutely crucial, that I really miss in Photoshop. It's a proper rotation tool that doesn't resample anything. It seems obvious when you're doing pixel art that you don't want to create all this blurry, you know, aliasing when you rotate things around, but it's not something that you can easily explain to people who are making basically a software that's mainly made for touching up huge photographs, you know. But something like this, I can simply rotate this thing, and there you go. It's no problem there. No weird aliasing. Same palette, perfect. That's really great that you can do this. Yeah, love that. So just those two things in themselves, they're a big deal, and they almost by themselves convinced me that I wanted to give it a try. It's really nice. What else? And obviously also something they do very well is palette management. Really good. It's not as important for me because like I said, I just want to print those on cards, so it's not for me, it's not very crucial. I'm not in a game engine environment where I have to deal with optimized palettes, but it's still nice that that they do that. For instance, if I open let's say I'm gonna open let's say this, you can see that I worked in Photoshop. Even though I try to be as clean as possible and always picking the same colors, there's a bunch of useless colors that are duplicated everywhere. It's a mess. It's great that you can sort them by you know, by color or brightness, by hue. This is really good. Really reminds me of the old days of the Amiga and the Atari ST, definitely. But you can see I don't need that many greens. I don't need that many browns. And actually, if you there's it, let me see, solid gradient preset option. How is that? It was I found a way to yeah, create palette from current sprite. This is genius. Create palette from current sprite. I'm going to limit this to 32 colors just to see what it does. And basically what it will try to do is remap a palette using only 32 colors, and but trying to not to mess up the sprite too much, and keep as much as possible, keep it intact. So it has to find the colors that are very close and basically merge them together. And so do this, and there you go. Look at that. This is really great. Yeah, here, absolutely flawless. Can't tell the difference. It's very clean, and yet now I only have 32 colors, and I can pick now colors from here. Well, this is very small because those are images that I blew up in Photoshop, much bigger. They're 1024 by 1024, so that's why a pixel is that small. But you see that it works really well. So so this very convenient. I can see that being very efficient, at least in a gaming environment. So there's that. So overall, I mean, and then layers that seem to work in the way you would expect layers. Very simple. So so really, so far it's pretty flawless. I think they did an amazing job with this. Very impressive. Very simple. Very intuitive. There's nothing that took me a long time to figure out so far. Not that I've figured everything out, but I think I have a pretty good idea of how it works. I could probably even make something now, which well, we'll see. Actually, we're gonna see if I can make something. So so for the game, I wanted to try and make the items as pretty small. Environments, characters, they fit in a 64 by 64 sprite. The as well as environment tiles, I think they're same thing, 64. So I think it would make sense to try and have the items a little smaller. I want to try 32. I think it's probably enough. They'll look very simple, very stylized, but I don't necessarily mind that. I'm not too sure. It might be 48. I don't know. But I doubt that I need 64. And also, I don't know if I want to have really complex sprites for items. I think I'd rather keep the workload a little lighter there in that case. So I had written down some items that I could do. So really the idea is to try, since everything is based on famous movies, the characters, the vehicles, I wanted, it would make sense to have iconic items as well. So, you know, you would be able to find Indiana Jones bullwhip, or a skateboard from Back to the Future, the ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz, the chainsaw from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the chip that's in the T800 head. He's got this chip that is very essential, central part of the plot. Rambo's knife, E.T., the speak and spell. Remember, he uses this. He's super smart, and he borrows the speak and spell from the kids, and he makes some sort of communication device to call his friends that left him stranded, so that he gives them a rendezvous, and so that they can come pick him up. Actually, that would be a fun one to try. I want to see if I can do that. So I have to find a reference because I don't really remember so well how it looks. We had this in France too. I remember as a kid. I think we had one, but I can't remember. Or maybe it was a friend of mine, but yeah, that's the one. That's how I remember it. So something like this. Let's see. Oh. Try and get the picture. So it's really weird because my stream always works well. I don't drop frames. It seems like the bitrate is always around 25, 28, 100 kilobit per second. But for some reason it really slows down my download on internet. I'm not sure why. That doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, we're gonna, oh, okay, copy image. Can I copy this? No? Wow, that's crazy. Huh, I've never seen anything like this. I can't even copy. Well, Safari is kind of crap, so that might be Safari too doing this. So okay, gonna bring it over. So that's what I like. I just copied this picture, and I'm gonna create a new sprite, and see it automatically sets up the size as the size of any picture that's in the clipboard. So okay, and then boom, it's there, and so it's in a separate tab. So what I can do is kill this, then bring this over somewhere. Hold on, can I? Should be able to do that. Yeah. And now I can try and get this on the side. Yeah. And then do this. There you go. So that's the only thing is that preview. Normally if you select a preview, and then the zoom should work, but for some reason sometimes if I select this window, zoom would work. If I go over here, sometimes I will still zoom in the other window. I'm not sure why. It seems like there's a little bug there. Not too sure. Maybe that's something that I don't quite understand yet. So but it's a pretty good setup already. I mean, I can even go. I don't think it's very hard to grab the handles. Something that they could maybe fix. So it's good because I have my preview. The preview always stays on top, so I don't have to worry about losing that window. And here I have the zoomed in view, and over there the reference. That's pretty good. It's a good setup, I think. So we're gonna see if we can do something with this. It's good also. I can pick colors directly in any picture, like in the reference. So that's pretty convenient. So we're gonna try and grab the pixel perfect on. I think I'm gonna just make it very straight. I don't want to put an angle or perspective in it. I think for items it's kind of cool to have them very flat on camera and very straight. And I think there's mainly two reasons for this. Is first, since it's only 32 by 32, I want to keep them very simple and small. It's very tricky to get any sort of perspective or angle, and usually the angles are not too flattering, and they end up being very difficult, a bit messy to read. So at this size, it's probably better to keep them flat and straight and flat to camera. And also the other reason is when they're all like this and you have all your items next to each other, especially in let's say in the context of an inventory, if there was an inventory, then it's a nice look. They almost look like little icons, or something like this. It looks very gamey. That's what I like about it. So I think I'm gonna try and make everything flat. We'll try. I think there's also a way to paint with some sort of a symmetry on, which is interesting. Symmetry options. So how does that work? I'm not sure. Vertical symmetry. So if I do this, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, so that's another thing that's really good. See, I can paint just one side. That's pretty genius. I mean, it's simple, but that's it's actually very useful, because you get an immediate sense of if it works in because if you have every time you have to copy over, flip and it kind of breaks the flow. So it's kind of cool that you can do that. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. For instance, I think I can tell that it's oh, hold on, messed up. I can tell that it's a bit oh, but okay, this is interesting. I should be able to, if I move this over, it wouldn't make sense that Oh, it's because the entire thing moved. So, hmm. This is interesting. Is there a way? Fast rotation? If I have the symmetry on. Should be able to. If I select just this, or maybe then I don't do the symmetry, and then now symmetry, and then I move it. It's a shame that it won't update this side. It's a little bit of a shame. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Not sure. I'm not too sure. Yeah, because that kind of defies the purpose. Then if I have to kill this and do it again, doesn't quite make a lot of sense to me. Oops. Oh wow, this is interesting. So if I click one and then shift, creates a line. Oh wow, okay. That's pretty awesome. Because you can actually see the line. Wow, I like this. Yeah, that's you can tell that they really tried to think about the about a clever way of doing things. It's very good. Also, what I like the good thing about the palettes too is that I think that if I change this color now in the palette, will it change? Oh, let me see. Shouldn't it apply it? I wonder. Oh, maybe okay, edit color then. Okay, I see. If I do this, then no. Yeah, it's changing there, but it should, wouldn't it? It should change over there since this is the index of that color. Not too sure. Edit. So options, edit palette. Try something. If I select this color and then I paint, I'm gonna get rid of Pixel Perfect for now. Is there a way to know if this color has been used? Or is there no relationship between this, which that seems a little weird though. There has to be There's a little, oh, okay, maybe this little black triangle in the corner. So I wonder if that means that it's actually used. And then since I changed it, it says that it's not used anymore. But that's not the way I understand palettes, at least not back in the days, because this would be an index. This would be associated to the pixels themselves. And if I change the color, then this should change whatever pixel has been painted with this. Oh, maybe indexed. Okay, that's why. I think that's why. This is not an indexed palette. Yeah, I think that's why. I wonder if I can change this now. Properties. Aspect ratio. Color mode indexed. So now, let's say I'm gonna paint with this yellow, right? And then if I change the color, there you go. Now it's changing. Okay. So now I understand. So this is true indexed palette. And I think that's what I want to use, because then I can really quickly change the color of something without having to, repaint or select or anything. The only thing is, I wonder if I can. Oh yeah, okay, I can add as many colors as I want. Okay, so here I can go there, paint with this, and then yeah, so definitely if I do this, edit color, and then change it. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I think I understand now more or less how this works. So let's say I'm gonna keep black here. I try just for fun, trying to be a little work a little bit like the old days. I'm gonna say this will be my orange. I'm gonna pick some kind of orange. Can I do that? I wonder if I can. I would like to change this color, this index with that color. I wonder if there's a way to do that. Has to be. Or maybe, let's see. Not sure. So what happens if I do this? I think I'm not a big fan of the way of this representation of the color wheel. I'm just gonna see if I can Shift R replace color. Let's see. Editor. Pen, discard, preview. Zoom, 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 zoom. Experimental. Extension theme. Grid. No. So I'm not sure I like to have this. I think check background, apply. Doesn't change anything. So probably not the the most interesting stream by far for you guys, seeing me struggling with this with this, but I guess for me, I want to see if it's worth using or not, or but I think it will be. It's not unexpected to to look around for things in the beginning, especially. I mean, that's the first time I use it, so, and I've figured out quite a bunch of things already in terms of the way the palette works. So so I'm not too worried about getting up to speed. But I know that there's a way to change this, because I've seen people with the different color wheel. Background color. No. Oh. Well, that's not it. I mean, that's not bad. I like this, but that's not really what I'm after. Let's see. View, fresh home, full screen mode, show onion skin, no, loop, symmetry options, okay, great. Maybe that's the grade. Okay, let's see. 8. No, won't get that grade. Well, that's not a grade, that's the background, right? Color range. No. Let's select. Frames, no. Layer, no. Sprite. Color mode, no. Edit, paste. Has to be in the preferences. Has to be. Editor. Come on. I know I've seen this different. Okay, I'm gonna go slow. automatically expand menu on tab, files, that's not it, alerts, no, editor, zoom, selection, no, timeline, no, cursor, that's not it, this background is a little bit, oh, maybe because it was in the active document, so maybe now preferences, let's see, 8, yeah, there you go, okay, good, okay, yeah, good. So actually I don't, can I copy this? Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's good. Go a little darker for now. Oh, I see, it's the opposite, okay. Okay, yeah, that's huh, interesting. Okay, got that. Grade, we don't care. Guides, and it's funny because they have almost the same sections and of you know, the same tabs as Photoshop in terms of the way they organize their preferences. Theme, extensions, Pico 8 palette. No, it's not Pico 8. Engine, Flash. No, but I wonder. Oh, maybe that's. Oh, there you go. Ah, wow, took me a while. It was right there, really easy. Can I have tint shade tone? No, I don't like that. Oh, okay, that's probably what they call yeah, this is good. I want it bigger though. Yeah, so that's a good way for me. I understand that. Yeah, see, and now every time I pick a color, since it's indexed, it'll change color, and it'll say this is this color and this is this color. Yeah, okay. Can I move the colors around? let's not get too fancy for now. So, okay, this guy, I want to change and go a little quite saturated. I'm gonna try and find something that's close to this. Maybe maybe that. Okay. This one needs to be almost entirely very dark, but not entirely. I never use, like I said, try not to go too black because sometimes it's a bit too much contrast. So I'll go over there maybe, and we'll see this works or not. Rid of that. I like this symmetry. Can I? So how do I save this? Save. Save file as what? Will it save as a? Yes. Let me see. New folder. Just gonna create ASE, which is that format. Just see if that works, and I'll call this item for now. I don't really know what to call this, but doesn't matter. Just want to make a test. Okay. Save version. That's okay. So I'm gonna have to buy it. So that's not something that I had anticipated. I can't really buy on stream because I'm gonna have to get my PayPal stuff in there, so probably I'll do that offline, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go real quick. I don't want the stream very long. I'm just gonna be it's gonna be very short tonight because to tell you the truth, I almost didn't sleep at all last night. I played some games and did some stupid things. So see, I don't. Oh, I got it. It's not the window that you select, that you click on. It's the window that has the cursor on top of it. If I leave the cursor here, this is zoom. If I leave the cursor here, even without clicking, this is the zoom. Okay, I got it. Got it. Now that makes sense. One more thing that I figured out. Okay, slowly but surely I start to get things. Huh, interesting. So, so I can't save. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to really talk about this this thing a little bit, and just try and try it on stream really quickly. See if it works, and I think it will. I think it will. Seems pretty good, honestly. I'm I'm actually impressed by this. I think they did a pretty good job with that. Honestly, yeah, honestly, this is I think this is gonna be very good. I can totally see myself using this. I wonder if I can oh no. See, this is a very clever scale. Won't mess up things. It's actually very impressive. Yeah, that's really clever. I think their technology is actually pretty good. So let's try and get this going on. So we got our thing here. Maybe one more. And then there's some kind of so I'm gonna pick a color there and paint with this, and I can change it later. Not gonna do any shading so far. It's just getting the block in like I always do. We need a bit more space there. I think this guy needs to be a bit okay. I'm gonna move this. I think we need this to be a bit bigger. Let's try this. That's a bit better. I'll have to cheat a little bit there, proportions. It's not too bad. Maybe this is a bit nicer. Still think this needs to be a bit bigger, larger. The space, that orange is a little wider there, but I don't really have much room. I mean, I could I guess it's fine to if I have to use the whole space, then that's okay. Doesn't as long as it doesn't go outside. Okay, then we would have some kind of blue. I don't know if I want to do the ultra, but that's going to be a bit too much. If I want to do the orange, let's see. I mean, yes, I could. I don't know. It's worth. Then I'd have little buttons here. Take. Oh, bad luck there. How do I fix this? That. I mean, well, it's annoying. I guess that's the flip side of working in the symmetry. But that's fine. I can add one more pixel at the very end, so I'll fix this later. Then we'll gonna use one more color. I wonder if I can, yeah, copy this over. If I change this, yeah, okay, undo. And if I change this, now I can use this color to paint. Yeah, so by copying that color over the other index, it's good because you can organize the palette in a nice way. So obviously very small, tiny 32 by 32. It's very small, but this is kind of like the beauty of it. That's the exercise, you know, trying to make something that is very small. Get rid of the symmetry just to fix this. Yeah, this is really cool. That symmetry is it's a very clever thing. And I guess now what I can do is can just oh no, I don't want a symmetry. I can just add one more pixel, so that now this will work. Fixed. Easy. There you go. And then speak and spell. I remember I thought this was super impressive when I was a kid. And I remember seeing this thing, and it was crazy. It felt so advanced, you know. Like the voice would speak to you, and is very, very impressive. Now, how do I? Oh, here's an interesting thing. How do I make a color that would be right right in the middle between that blue and that black? In other words, 50% of that black on that blue. How do I do that? I think there's a way to paint that it said like shading or something. New brush. Oh, also, I wonder, are there, let's say, oh, but if I have no, actually, yeah, this is a little tricky. What happens if I create a layer? How do I add a layer? How do I do that? Let's do, no. Oops, no, that's not it. No. No. Oh, Shift N, very good. So now I have a different layer. So I guess this is everything, okay? And this has nothing in it. I'm gonna take this, paint, okay? And now, can I set up, what is this? Discontinuous. What is that? Okay. How do I set up the opacity? Is there an opacity somewhere? There has to be, right? Property, merge down, flatten. Oh, there you go. Well, that's not the best, the easiest way. Wish that had done. Oh, are there modes? Oh, that's awesome. Multiply. Oh, that's very good. Did I have an overlay? Nice. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a big deal, actually. That's a pretty big deal for me that they have this. Yeah. So for instance, we'll put this in normal, and then right, and then I'm gonna, can I duplicate? Yeah, duplicate. So now I have a copy, it's the same. And then I'm going to delete everything in this layer. Just and now if I pick this color and then I put this thing in property, I'm going to put this in multiply. Where's the multiply? Over there. Then technically, if I pen with the same color, see, I get a darker blue, and that's very nice. It's a nice way of getting a good saturated darker colors. Because if you do a 50% of that color on black, you lose a lot of saturation. But mixing two blues, you retain a lot of saturation. So it's a good way of doing that sort of stuff. Yeah, yeah. And then I can always change this to overlay. Yeah, that works. Huh. Yeah, I wish they had something in there where I could quickly change the opacity and the mode. I wonder why they have this in a separate window. That's a little weird. But I wouldn't be surprised if this changes in the future. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Then can I select two layers at the same time and then move them? Yes. Very good. Very, very nice. So yeah, that's, I mean, it does what it has to do, you know. It's pretty it's not bad at all. I think actually good, a good little software, I think. What happens if I want to add one more color now for shading? Oops. Oh. Wait, confused. Like this. Okay. Now, writer. Why can't I paint? Oh, wow, that's weird. Oh, I see. No, I get it. It's because it doesn't want to create a new color. So it's trying to find the closest that's already there. I think that's what it is. So then I have to I can take this, and then I wish I could, oh, I could do this actually. Can I copy this one over? Yeah. So now there you go. This works. Okay. So I'm kind of like on the fence of, I don't know if it's worth working in Index, because it might be a little bit too I don't know if there's much value in it actually. I'm kind of debating it. Maybe working in RGB is just the simplest for now. Might be a little complicated for nothing. I'm not sure yet. This is something I'd have to figure out. Because I don't want to break the flow of the art and always trying to maintain a clean palette and copying colors and indexes and stuff. I mean, it's nice to be able to do this, you know, at the end. But it's not really something that I tend to do very often anyway. What I would do rather is, say, this layer. I would go and do an adjustment, and then let's say color curve, you know, and then I would go, let's go a bit brighter, you know, or something. But you see, this is completely messed up because it's trying to do the color curve, the curve with whatever color is available here, because that's the whole point of an indexed palette, is not adding any new colors. Yeah, I think I would work in RGB now. And now if I go adjustment and color curve, then this works now. See, can I remove, delete points? How do I delete the points? Is there a way? Delete? No. Oh, delete. Okay. So I can do that. I'll make sure. Yeah, preview. Yeah, very good. That's this. That's the sort of stuff. Can I have this bigger? Oh, there you go. That's the sort of stuff that I'm gonna end up doing most of the time, you know. Or I'll go can I wonder, I wonder if I can, yeah, so I'll do this, and then eventually I would also do oh, that's interesting. Oh, the curve, it's a really an adjustment layer. It stays memorized, so you can actually always go back. Interesting. How do you change just the I would like to see all the different channels in different colors. The red channel, the green channel, and the blue channel. That's a shame if I can't do that. Yeah, maybe not the best software for color adjustments. So that's kind of a little bit of a downside for me. But I'll have to use it and really see if it becomes a real issue or not really, you know. Might be just fine. Might be okay. I have to get used to this way that they have of clicking and then holding shift to see the line. It's good. It's just that I'm not used to do it this way yet. So I just have to remember. How many pixels? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's good. Oh, messed up. Oh, that's so interesting. Numbers are zoom level. I'd like to know how to paint the different opacity. I don't know how to do that. Because like I said, I like to oh, that's this. I guarantee you I'll do this. And then, yeah, there you go. Because this is always convenient because I can pick, if I want a, brighter, let's say, I don't know, I want a little shadow of this orange there. So kind of want a darker or a mix between those two colors. Can pick this one and then go 70%, and then paint. Now I can select this, and it's 100%. Oh, this is clever. They actually select the color and back to 100%. So now I can paint full opacity, but it made it easier to find what's the intermediate color between this one and this one. So similar to Photoshop, no shortcut to oh, there is. So that's a shortcut for opacity of the layer. I found it. Shift 2, Shift 3. 0 should be, let's say, no, wait a minute. I just did it a second ago. Okay. Not sure what I'm doing. I think it's right. This is 100%. Wonder if I can do. Oops. Can I? If there's a way to paint, just quickly select. No. Opacity. Like basically change the alpha there really quickly without having to, because I don't like to have to go there, do this, you know. It's not very precise to see. It's not the best, I think. It's not horrible, but I think it could be a bit easier when you do that often, you know. You want quick accessible shortcuts for that sort of stuff. I find, at least for me, I think it's something that I appreciate. But it's like anything, you need to use it for some time and figure if you can live with the shortcomings, and if the good outweighs the problems. Really, it's all about that, because nothing's ever going to be perfect, but it's a matter of is it worth using. And so far I would say it looks like it, but I can't be 100% sure yet. So look at that little project, speak and spell. Well, it's not super spectacular, but it's something. You know, it's I guess it's a start, you know. Just to get a little bit of something going on. It's we made something, you know, with it. I wonder if I can let's try something. If I do a flatten, now everything is on one layer, I guess. Can I copy? Probably not. If they don't want me to save, they're not gonna like me Can I hide hide this? How do I do that? Okay, like this, I guess. Okay. So let's go really quickly. Just gonna load up Photoshop real quick. See if it would let me copy this in Photoshop. I could still, you know, save it, or I'll just try and buy it without. Yeah, it did it. Okay, that's good. So I can save this at least. Didn't take the transparency, but that's no big deal. It's fixed very quickly. Okay. There you go. Let's save this real quick. Actually, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna bring it over in this one, just to see it in context. Look at that. I think it's a good size for items. I managed to do a little Macintosh Classic at that size, so it's big enough. Some items might be more difficult, but it might be okay. So this is the stuff that I like to do with this. Can quickly change contrast and brightness very easily. So save this. Just gonna bring it in over there. We'll call it spell. And we'll try to do a little bit more rendering and stuff, but right now I'd like to be able to. I think I'm gonna buy the full version. It's $15. It's really cheap. They I can't say that they overpriced it. That's for sure. They could have gone. I would have paid more for that for sure. I think it's extremely reasonable. You can tell that they're not in this for the money. That's pretty obvious, and that's why the software is so good. It's like indie gaming, you know. It's all about the passion, and people who do that, they do it for all the right reasons. Yeah, it's very good job. They did. I think they did really good. I still have some stuff that I need to figure out, but it's an interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Oh, there's no undo once you flatten, so that's something to remember. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous, that stuff. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. Didn't wouldn't want to undo the flatten. Well, okay. So I think it's not bad at all. Definitely some things, that little quirks that I'm not too fond of, but that's expected. I've used Photoshop for so long that I can't remember using anything else than Photoshop. So it's pretty obvious that I'm gonna be it's gonna be quite difficult to get used to something different. But overall, I'll buy it, and I'm gonna try and keep doing a few more items. I think I'll do that next time. I'll try to do a few things like this, and see if I can get a workflow working, and if that's the case, then maybe I'll do everything in this in this one. I don't know. We'll see. The only thing that I understand why it's not the case, but what I like is having everything on one, at least in the beginning, in one picture, one document, because I really want to make sure that there's a good consistency in color and contrast, and scale and everything. So pretty difficult to do if you don't have everyone in the same in the same screen. So I'll have to see if there maybe is a way to do this. I guess I could do the same, have a really big document, and have on each layer would be just another sprite. Really, I mean, there's no reason I could do just the exact same thing actually, and that would probably work. Yeah, I guess maybe we'll see. I think I'm gonna end the stream right now. I said I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm gonna try and fix this, get a bit of sleep, and come back better shape on Monday. So I think on Monday I'll try to keep doing these items. I'll do a few ones, and try to find a good style, and more importantly, try and see if I end up sticking to this software, or if I go back to Photoshop. I'm not sure. Okay, so thanks everyone who was there, and I'm sorry it wasn't the best, most entertaining or educating, especially for you guys who know that software, and you're probably last thing you want to see is someone struggling with it and trying to find their way. But I just I guess I have to go through this at least to make an educated decision as if I'm going to use it or not. So I said that I would show really everything, try to show everything on the stream, the good, the bad, all all my experiments, and all my even the struggling bits. So that's what I'm doing. I think it might be fun to have the full experience of what it is to try and make this thing together almost. Okay, so thank you, everyone, and I'll see you now on Monday. It's gonna be the same next week, 3 days: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we'll stream at 9. I think I may try 8 p.m. just so that people on the East Coast, it's a little less late for them. In any case, there's a little a countdown, or like a little schedule on the stream. If you go into the stream, you see at the bottom there's like a little about and some links, and there's also the schedule. So if I change the time for 8 p.m., you'll know, you'll see it on this thing. And it's always, I think it's very good the way they do it is it automatically converts to your local time, so you don't have to try and do the mental math of figuring out what time is it for you. It's gonna be your time that you're gonna see on the schedule, regardless of where you are. So that being said, thank you. Have a good weekend, a good Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you don't work on Monday. I don't think anyone works on Monday. And then I'll see you actually on Monday for the next stream. Okay. I'm out now. Thank you very much. Bye.